Every year, the Earth has been moving further and further away from the Sun, and moving closer and closer to another planet, Zephyr. Every year, there's a period of when both Earth and Zephyr are in alignment, parallel to each other. This period usually lasts for about 1 quarter. During this period, Zephyr penetrates Earth's lowest layer atmosphere, the troposphere, almost brushing against Earth's ecosystem. During this period, Zephyr is able to take a good peek into Earth's ecosystem and vice versa, providing breathtaking views and sights into each other's non-life and life forms only a pair of binoculars away. But the troposphere penetration doesn't work the other way around in favor of Earth. Despite having only 1 layer of atmosphere, Zephyr's atmosphere is impenetrable. Despite being transparent and almost invisible, Zephyr's 1-layered atmosphere is hard, sturdy, and thick, like concrete. This period of almost convergence between the 2 planets is called the first quarter convergence. Jasper is a university student of astronomy. He boards the Aspen Skyrail every morning to school. His early morning rail commutes that he once dreaded, now he looks forward to, ever since he laid eyes on Laura. Dark, short hair with bangs that cover almost half of her face. But whenever she strokes them up and across to the back of her head, her flawless face glows under the light. She has a tiny but noticeable mole on her upper left cheek, less than an inch just below the corner of her left eye. Her lashes dark and long, her lips thin and dark mauve, her ears plugged with headphones plastered with a sticker that reads, Laura. Her eyes glued to a book, but from time to time she looks out the window and stares at the scenery longer than expected. A couple of times she has inadvertently landed her binoculars view on Jasper, who was also scanning Zephyr through his own. Jasper finds Laura very attractive, an eye candy that makes his morning commutes a little better. Jasper takes the window seat right across from Laura every time, but Laura actually boards another train that goes the opposite direction of Jasper's train. She also boards it every morning. Laura and Jasper pass each other's trains for a good half hour, the entire duration of each other's commutes. One day, Laura finally realizes that Jasper has been stealing binocular views of her. She fixes her view on Jasper after catching him. Jasper slowly looks into his binoculars once again and aims towards Laura's direction, only to find Laura still viewing through hers, straight into Jasper's binoculars. A small sly smirk is plastered at the corner of Laura's lips. Jasper turns bright pink and looks away, then turns towards Laura again. Laura is still looking with a smirk on her face. Then Laura gives Jasper a small wave. Jasper's eyes light up and he shyly returns the wave, accompanied by an embarrassed nod. The next day, and many more days after, Jasper and Laura start to become acquainted, choosing seats across each other, flashing each other written notes in big, bold letters against the windows, their mode of communication. They even start weekend train dates, booking train tickets for a destination each an hour away and back. This would continue every quarter for a few years, every first quarter convergence, up until Jasper graduates from university. Then soon, the excitement from train encounters and dates starts to turn into longing to meet each other face to face. If only Laura's planet, Zephyr's atmosphere, was penetrable, Jasper would fly to her in a heartbeat. If only Jasper's planet, Earth, was suitable for Zephyrians. In Zephyrian temperature, Earth is too blazing hot. It renders excessive blisters and skin burning to Zephyrians if they stay on Earth for too long, even with protective gear. Without Zephyr's atmosphere's protective layer, Zephyr would either get engulfed or melted by Earth in no time. But Jasper and Laura's longing for each other becomes too strong that they plan out their way on how to meet. Jasper signs up to be assigned for astronomical research in Antarctica, the coldest place on Earth. And while he's there, he manages to get his hands on a helicopter to fly towards Zephyr. Although Jasper cannot get through Zephyr's atmosphere, he can perhaps at least get a much closer look at Laura. By hovering in the sky just right outside Zephyr's atmosphere, the plan is for Jasper and Laura to meet at the border, bordered by Zephyr's impenetrable, almost invisible atmosphere. Laura takes a flight towards Arcadia, Zephyr's South Pole counterpart for Earth's Antarctica. But unlike Earth's Antarctica, Arcadia is actually green and lush, cold in Zephyrian temperature, but green, lush, mountainous, and full of majestic waterfalls. It's almost comparable to Earth's country of Iceland instead of Antarctica. Subsequently, upon landing in Arcadia, Laura boards a train towards Jasper's parallel Earth coordinates. As Laura nears her final destination, a loud whirring up in the sky can suddenly be heard. Passengers take a peek out of the train windows. Laura also takes a peek and her eyes open wide at the sight. A helicopter is hovering in the sky right up ahead, just right above her train. Without a doubt, Laura immediately knows it's Jasper. The train suddenly comes to an abrupt brake and sends a blaring horn. Passengers stumble off their toes and are thrown back onto their seats. We seem to have an unexpected extraterrestrial intruder. Passengers, please take your seats. We're sending an emergency signal to the Dark Knights, the conductor announces through the microphone. No, not the Dark Knights, Laura whispers in panic before dashing towards the train's first carriage, where Jasper's helicopter is hovering over. Laura reaches the train's first carriage's front vestibule. With strong winds flailing her dress from side to side, Laura carefully tiptoes towards the helicopter up to the edge of the train. One hand holds tightly onto a bar, while the other she waves wildly up towards the helicopter. "Jasper, over here! Down here!" Laura screams repeatedly while waving her arm wildly up in the air. When Jasper finally notices Laura down on the train, several much bigger dark gray skyships come rushing towards the train. "Oh crap, those are Zephyr's Dark Knights. I ain't risking my life for this. Sorry pal, time to go," Jasper's helicopter pilot exclaims as he attempts to make a U-turn. "Wait, just please bring me down closer to the train," Jasper pleads. The helicopter pilot looks down on the train. Laura can be seen climbing up the side stairs towards the top. What does she think she's doing? Jasper turns his head towards the train and gasps, "Laura, hang on! I'm coming for ya!" Jasper screams at Laura before turning back to the pilot and begs one more time. "Kid, you know you can't go through that wall, right? It's scientifically impossible," the helicopter pilot reminds Jasper, referring to Zephyr's impenetrable atmosphere. "I know," Jasper admits, but after a long pause utters, "But Laura can. She's not gonna make it. She's not gonna make it on Earth either," the helicopter pilot points out. "Not perhaps if we take her to Antarctica," Jasper hypothesizes. After a long deliberation, the helicopter pilot finally says, "You kids are crazy. Roll the ladder down." Jasper's helicopter manages to get as close as possible to Laura, but still a little too far for Laura to reach the hanging ladder. Laura steps back towards the farther edge of the train. She gets into a position to run. She's about to leap off the train and onto the hanging ladder. "Wait!" Jasper stops Laura. "Laura, I'm sorry I can't come to you. Are you sure you want to take this jump? I can't guarantee I can bring you back if you make this jump right now." "I know," Laura simply responds before making the run and taking a leap as high as she can. Laura takes a leap and penetrates through Zephyr's atmosphere, making ripples and loud vibrations throughout the massive, enveloping wall of Zephyr gases. She manages to grab the bottom end of the ladder hanging off Jasper's helicopter on the other side of Zephyr's air wall. Laura manages to climb up the swaying ladder, but just before she can make it to her last step, the ladder gets shot by one of the Dark Knight skyships. The ladder starts to rip. Laura is about to crash to the ground, but luckily, Jasper catches her by the arm. "I got you," Jasper tells Laura, panting. Then he screams to his helicopter pilot, "Let's go! Now!" Zephyr's Dark Knights don't dare cross their air wall border, but nothing stops them from firing more shots at Jasper's helicopter. As Jasper's helicopter turns around and away from Zephyr, both its main and tail rotor blades get shot. "Oh crap!" Jasper's helicopter pilot exclaims. He starts to lose control of the helicopter. The helicopter starts to crash down. "Jump! This chopper is about to explode. We gotta jump! Now!" And off the helicopter pilot goes. Jasper manages to haul Laura up on the helicopter as it's crashing. The two take a good look at each other. They are finally meeting face to face. After several minutes of unification, they get ready to jump. "I need you to hang onto me tightly. Are you ready for this?" Jasper asks Laura, looking her in the eyes. Laura nods. Jasper and Laura jump off the helicopter together, holding tightly onto each other. Then the two go crashing down towards Earth's Antarctica.